Hey guys, Dean here. Today I'm going to run you through how to use TubeBuddy in order to get more views on your YouTube channel and your videos. This is going to be a full guide going through all of its features and the basics that you can get from the Pro license in TubeBuddy to improve the SEO and search engine optimization of all your videos to try and get them ranked a little bit better and to help you think of a better title, description and tags when you upload a new video. This is something which I currently use on this channel and also my main gaming channel to help me get an idea of how to do all the statistical information behind the actual videos. So let's get started. First we're going to jump into the website proportion of things, and then we're going to go into the menu, which is the whole built-in system into the actual YouTube website. So here we are, we're actually on the official TubeBuddy website. Now if this video helps you in any way, you can go in the link down below in the description and use my link before you upgrade your license to TubeBuddy. It does help me out for full transparency, and it shows me that you appreciated the video, and by using my link you showed me basically as a thank you that the video was helpful to you. So I'd recommend using my link. It'll show you how to get the Pro license for TubeBuddy, and here we go. So let's jump into it. So I have two channels here. We have my second channel, which is the Blue Crusader, which is my main channel where I upload gaming and Minecraft videos, and then we have this channel, which is Dean Vlogs, which we're going to be covering. Although we don't have much statistical information to start off with, I'm going to use this channel to run you through the features. So when you log in on the TubeBuddy website, this is where you can access a lot of information which you'd get in the YouTube Creator Studio and some additional information. So this video is going to be based off the Pro license, which is the cheaper version of the license, but if you do upgrade you will get extra features which I won't be covering in this specific video. So the first thing we can have a look at is the health report of the channel. So what is the health report? This is a monthly analytical data sheet that shows you a lot of information about your channel, and this is what I was talking about, that it kind of shows very similar statistics to the Creator Studio. You don't need to use this particular feature so much. I don't use it so much, but it's nice to have a very compact view of a lot of analytics without too much information to overwhelm you. So the most important things are kind of condensed into this one page, and I find this super useful to use. So it shows the views which we had in the last month. This channel is extremely new, so I am not really pulling any views right now. I think I've uploaded like 5 videos, so the channel's still growing. We have 2K views. This is the past 28 days, bear in mind. So we have 2K views, we have 63 subscribers, and we have 11 uploads. So it shows the channel basic information. Now this would look very different on my main channel. It'd be around 1.6 million views, 60,000 subscribers, etc. So my main channel doing proportionately better, but I've been running that channel for around 2+ years. Obviously the more time you put into the channel, the more it will grow, but TubeBuddy has definitely helped me on my main channel, which is why I'm adopting it on this new channel too. So let's go through. So it shows some information about performance. So it'll show you the views for the last 30 days, it'll show the subscribers gained, and it'll show your engagement numbers. Now you can see how your views have changed and trended based on the actual date. And there's a section for engagement, so you can see how many extra comments you've got, thumbs up and dislikes. You can see how many people have shared on apps like WhatsApp, how many people have shared by other methods or by text message. Really interesting to see if people are actually sharing your videos. This is really great information. And it shows audience retention, which is one of the most important statistics about YouTube. Watch time, how much of the video people are watching and sitting through, and the retention, how long are they watching it before they click off. Basically very similar things. They're the most important things for the YouTube algorithm. So it shows retention, so the minutes watched, so we have 2.3k minutes watched, and average view duration, people are watching around nearly 5 minutes, which is actually really good. I don't even tend to get this figure as much on my gaming channel, so that shows that the informational type videos I've been posting have been getting people's attention quite well. Now I think the highest view duration I had was like 7.5 to 8 minutes on my gaming channel, so you can get that really high, but for the most part people have very low attention spans, but this is a pretty decent figure. We have average percent watched of the videos, 22%, and you can monitor these obviously month by month, and whether it's green or red it will show you if it's gone up or gone down. So really basic stuff here. You can see traffic sources are coming from these search terms in the YouTube search. So I did some videos on Austria and Innsbruck, so it shows what specific phrases have people typed in to actually find my videos in the YouTube search bar, which is really interesting insight because you can see where is most of your traffic coming from, and then you can basically make more of those types of videos or use those same keywords, because these particular keywords seem to be working quite well. Related videos, so it shows how many views come from similar videos. So my most viewed channel video is probably the Innsbruck travel guide, which has around 700 views right now, and most of these are coming from the YouTube search, and also related videos, so you can see which videos are giving me the most additional views that people are watching after it. And you can see some people are finding it through Yahoo search and Facebook, so that's interesting too. So this is basic analytics. This is not obviously the strongest part of TubeBuddy because we can access all of this plus more in-depth info in the YouTube Creator Studio, but it's still an interesting feature. So that's one piece of the puzzle. We also have the Launchpad, so when we click on this, we basically have a few different things we can look through. So this Launchpad is basically a set of tools which ensures all the videos you post have the best chance of success. So this has a few different tools in it that you need to keep your eye on to make sure that you're focusing on when you post a video. So for an example, there's an upload checklist which shows you a list of different tasks you have to do when you upload a video. So adding things like end screens, for an example, and you can add new checklists, items, and entries to basically increase the number of things you have to do. So you can add different custom entries to that. There's best practices, so things you need to follow for YouTube's guidelines, etc. And the Opportunity Finder, which suggests different changes based on data, and Active Monitor, which lets it run in the background, the plugin, to notify you of best practices and issues that are found. Basically, if we go on checklist template, this is the default list, so this will show up when we upload a video. And basically, this will show every time we upload a video, it'll tell us, have we written a compelling title? Have we done a complete description? Have we added descriptive tags? Have we made a custom thumbnail? Which is super important. Don't always just use a frame from the video because usually it won't look very good. Have we done the monetization settings if they're enabled? They're not personally enabled on my channel yet. Have you added info cards, added your video to a playlist to add additional posting so people might find the playlist and then also find the video? And have you done engagement with the video, like left a comment? Have you promoted it across your other videos or shared it on social media? So then we could also add an item here. Let's say I wanted to do something else. I could just say like post to Twitter, even though it says share on social media. This is just an example. Post to Twitter, and I could save and it'll show at the bottom reminding me to post to Twitter. I'm obviously going to X this off, but that's an example how you can add additional entries to the list of things to do. Then best practices. So this shows you things that you may be missing that you should definitely be doing. So for an example, it shows us that you may not have added captions. I don't usually add captions, but if you have an informational video like this one, it's really good for multilingual purposes. A lot of people from other countries, like Spanish-speaking countries, might want to watch your video, and if you add captions, subtitles, they'll basically get more views and appeal to them more. Adding chapters to your video, so you can break it down to different timestamps, which I tend to do, because then people can jump to the sections they want to go to, instead of just clicking off and getting bored. So, basically all these things are things that will show up that it's best to do when you publish a video. You also have the opportunity setup. Opportunities are items that are programmatically identified as actions that you can take to improve your video's performance. We look at both data analytics and social engagement information. You should review each opportunity and decide if you want to improve video performance by following suggestions provided. So basically, in tune to YouTube's best practices and suggestions from the plugin, it'll tell you to do certain different things. So this is also another thing which will improve your video. Then we have a few other different buttons down here. So canned responses are basically used to reply to common questions on your channel and to quickly welcome new subscribers. Now, I don't personally have these because I think they're really useful, but they're kind of ingenuine. I like to reply to as many comments as I can organically with real replies, because then people really know that you're actually responding to the questions instead of just giving an automated response, because this is just like if you email a company and they'll give you an automated support reply before they actually answer, or the support reps won't bother to actually answer your question. They'll give you a default reply, and if that doesn't suit you, you're going to have to keep following it up and ask them the question again. So I don't always like giving people default responses, but if you think it'll benefit your channel, this is how you can personally do it. So basically, they're meant just to speed up manually managing video comments, so you can reply to things really quickly. So you could type in the information here and save them, and basically add automated responses on your channel. Now, this section, promo materials, is one of the most helpful and useful subsections of the TubeBuddy plugin, which I've used on my main channel, the gaming channel, quite frequently in the past. Now, I tend to use this to add different links onto my channel's descriptions. So on YouTube, you can add upload defaults, which basically defaults the description to include a certain few different links or terms every time you upload without you having to type them in always every time. You can do that on YouTube, and I use this promo materials section on TubeBuddy to copy some of these links to put in the description. So this most recent upload, this link will link them to the most recent video you've put on your channel, regardless of it being today's video or the video I post tomorrow. Whatever's the most recent, this will direct you to it. There's also things for the most popular upload, so you could put something in your description like, check out my craziest, most viewed video, you'll want to see this, click the link down below. Something like that, and then you can link this, and whatever your hottest video has been with the most views, it'll redirect them to that to kind of give them a flavor of what your channel's about and some of your best content. So these are really nice links that you can link to. There's also a channel page with subscription pop-up. You can find this on YouTube anyway, but this is really useful. So in the description, you would put something like subscribe to the channel now, and then you'd put this link below it. And when they click on it, for an example, which I'm going to go ahead and do, it will direct them to your channel, but it will bring up a subscription dialog. Now, I obviously can't subscribe to myself because that's not possible, but when they go on your channel, it'll ask them if they want to subscribe to your channel instead of just viewing your channel. It'll give them a physical prompt to actually click the sub button. So this is a really nice link which you're going to want to include in your descriptions all the time. So that's really nice. There's video promo materials for the most recent upload. So this video that I did, the last one before this, was how I read 50 books a year. I could have promotional material for that. It gives me the link to the high-res thumbnail. So if I go to this, it'll show this big picture of me reading a book. For an example, it'll link to the video within a playlist, and it'll give me the direct link to the video. I also have links to my channel thumbnails and certain other promo materials and images which are easily accessible from this panel. So there's some really good tools in the TubeBuddy promo material section, and I'd definitely take a look at it. Tool usage is kind of cool. Under usage stats, you can obviously click the buttons over here. So this would be usage statistics. Now, I don't really pay too much attention to this specific statistics set because I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it does show you how many different uses you've got out of the tool. So how much time saved have you got from using the thumbnail generator? It does say 20 minutes. Although I don't think I've actually used the thumbnail generator. I think I've just kind of messed around with it. But Tag Explorer, maybe we've saved 10 minutes by finding tags easily. I would say that this is accurate because the Tag Explorer is the main reason why I personally pay for TubeBuddy, because it does all the background SEO work for me to tell me what are the most suitable and high-ranking keywords that I can use for a video. So that definitely does save me time, and it's definitely worth the money I pay for each month. But it will show you how many minutes you've used and how much time saved from using all these tools since you've purchased the plugin. So it says that my time is worth $20 per hour. TubeBuddy has saved you a total of 1 hour of time so far. So I bought this like a week or two on this channel particularly, so I've not obviously garnered a lot of data here, but on my main channel I have been using TubeBuddy for like 1 or 1.5 years so far, so there'll be a lot more data on that channel. But it says I've saved $20. Not sure how accurate that is, but I've definitely saved a lot of time in terms of finding keywords. Then you have the channel settings. There's not really too much to say about this. You can just go through and sort all this stuff out yourself and basically customize the plugin and your channel on TubeBuddy's platform. And that's basically the TubeBuddy website. Now, there is obviously a few different things, like if we click on member perks, this is the last thing which I'm going to cover in the pro license. There is actually a few available things which are super useful just in general for a new YouTuber or current YouTuber. So in here we have free access to Audio Hero. So 250,000 premium royalty-free music tracks and sound effects are available if you basically have a pro license. So this is a really nice thing if you're struggling to find music that's not going to get you copyrighted. Then we have Epidemic Sound, 25% off. I would say that this platform is a really nice platform. I really do like Epidemic Sound. I'm not partnered with them and I currently don't have a subscription to it. But with one of my old networks I had when I was in a YouTube network many moons ago, I did actually get this for free, and I really did enjoy the music that they actually offered. Then you have Licked. So Licked basically is a service which I've used once because you can get one free song when you go on the website. And basically you can use chart music on YouTube videos. So for an example, let's say you want to use a Rihanna song for an example, and it was on Licked. Basically you could pay a small license fee or use the free song which everyone gets on sign up, and you could use it in your video, and they'll give you a description wall of text to put in your video, and when you upload it there won't be a copyright claim on it. So there's 15% off for that too, which is a really nice service if you make like gaming montages or you want to use official music in a cinematic video. This is actually a really good service. Then you have Duke Deck. So this is free musical artificial intelligence computer generated audio tracks. So that's interesting. I would like to test that out actually. Then there's some pretty cool stuff too. So you get free access to high quality graphics and lots of different things. I'm not going to spend too much time going through every single service, but basically you get the idea. There's a lot of voucher codes, percentages off, promotional material, and free stuff we can access here just from being part of TubeBuddy. So this is a really cool, nice system. So this is going over the TubeBuddy website itself. Now let's go into the integration into YouTube and how we actually use it in the Creator Studio when we upload a video and generally on the dashboard. So let's jump over to YouTube and go on to the next portion of this guide. So we're on YouTube, we're on the landing page, and you can see a little bit of information, some of the suggested videos based on my watch history and things which I've seen in the past, and just generally the YouTube page. So I think I'm gonna have to move my camera for this because you won't be able to see it. When we have TubeBuddy, it will show you a button here. So this button, when we click it, will bring up a large menu, and this menu is where we access TubeBuddy inline in the website itself. So we have news, we have tools, we have different milestones, so it will show us our achievements. So for an example, we've got 1,500 views, 60 subscribers. It'll let us share that on social media and view some basic milestones which are coming up. So we're going to reach 65 subscribers soon, we're going to get 2,000 views, a few different things like that. In here we can go directly to the dashboard. So if we click on that, it'll take us directly to YouTube Studio, which is really nice. Then we have buttons to go directly to videos and live streams. So this will take us obviously to our uploads page and our live streams page where we can go live if you're a live streamer. There's buttons to go directly to your playlist, to comments if you want to reply to your comments, and you can view your analytics and real-time analytics. So this is basically a hub which we can use just for quick links, which is really useful. Then we have the Keyword Explorer. So this is a big feature, so let's cover this first because this is really important. So let's say we were planning a brand new video, and let's say I was planning this video. Okay, that's a good example. So TubeBuddy Guide. Let's just say that we want to use the keyword TubeBuddy Guide in our title. So if we go on Keyword Explorer, type in the keyword here, and it's already given me some suggestions based on people's search terms what we could use. So for example, TubeBuddy Tutorial is the top one, so that would probably be better than using TubeBuddy Guide. So let's just use TubeBuddy Tutorial, and it gives us more suggestions. So let's just say 2021 and click Explore. Now over here, this will analyze that particular keyword we've searched for, and it'll give us data on it. So already it says this is a very good keyword to use, so this is going to be good for this video in particular, and the score above is specific to your channel. So unweighted is how good this keyword is in general. Okay, so in general it's a fairly good keyword, but weighted means it's very good for this particular channel based on the past history and uploads. So it shows the search volume is orange, so there's not too many searches for it. But over here on competition, it's in the green zone, which means very good. So there's low competition in this particular specific key phrase. Now in the whole TubeBuddy videoscape, there's a lot of people making these type of videos, so they will be quite competitive. But for this specific term we've used, there's pretty good competition score, so this would be a good term for me to use for this video. Optimization strength is how well optimized the top ranking videos are for this search phrase. So this is excellent, so this is good. And the number in search results in general is 688k, just to give you insight. So that's pretty, it seems like a lot of competition, but TubeBuddy tells me that this is a good phrase to use. Now it shows the interest over time, which doesn't currently have enough data, but there's some pretty good stuff here, okay? So this already this first term we used seems to be a pretty good one to use. You can also click on results, and it'll show us what channels are top ranking in search for this term. And currently I have no videos in TubeBuddy, so I have 0 out of 20 search results. And it shows us just some more data, okay? So this is pretty useful. Related searches shows us a few different other keywords. So let's just say we were to type in TubeBuddy, okay, in general. There's some related searches here. If we didn't know the tag that I just used before and we just wanted to find something new on TubeBuddy, just using the word TubeBuddy on its own won't really garner us any views because it's too competitive. It's just one phrase. But under a lot of related searches, if we click on TubeBuddy Free for an example, if we're making a video on how to download TubeBuddy for free, and we click on that tag under the related searches, you can see this keyword's also pretty poor too. But you can garner through all the related searches until you find a keyword which is better. So this is how to use the Keyword Explorer, and it'll give you some suggestions for keywords you should use, and it'll show you which phrase is the strongest. And luckily for me, the first one we used was the strongest one. Now TubeBuddy Free Tutorial is an excellent term. For my channel it's also fair, so this would be a pretty decent term to use too. So that's the Keyword Explorer, and that's super important, okay? Now SEO Studio is one of my favorite new features which I've discovered. Now, I don't tend to use this much. I have used it a little bit recently to experiment with it, but most of this and all the features for it are kind of built into the YouTube upload segment of TubeBuddy's features anyway. So when you go and upload a video, it's going to give you suggestions like this anyway. So it's not something you need, but it's a really good thing to plan your video initially, either before you film it or before you upload it. So if we go into YouTube SEO Studio in the TubeBuddy plugin, we can build the perfect searchable title, descriptions, and tags for your video. So if I typed in TubeBuddy Tutorial 2021, which I believe was the keyword we used before, which it said was good, we can click start, and now you'll see we have a TubeBuddy SEO score, okay? So it gives us a few different pointers on the right side, how to improve your score. So already it says include your target keyword naturally in the title. So basically that just means include it in an organic sentence or include a few different words around it so it still makes sense, but you've included it as a key phrase. So I could just change this to TubeBuddy Tutorial 2021 Full Guide, something like that. I could put a capital letter here too, TubeBuddy Tutorial 2021, and then it'll say that we've ticked this off the list where it says include naturally. So we've put guide in there too, which is probably a really nice additional keyword. And then we put that in brackets, and then also we need to include partial matches of your target keyword in the description. So any of this full set here in the description. So I could just write a description and say, this is my TubeBuddy tutorial in the year 2021, my full guide on how to use TubeBuddy, the best tutorial around. Something like that. And now you can see we've used a few different words out of this phrase individually in real sentences, and we've included partial matches in the description. So it says 95% so far, but we've done everything on this list. So now we can click next, and now tags is the final proportion we need to use to give this 100% of a score. So basically, the TubeBuddy SEO Studio is trying to optimize your video in terms of its tags, title, and description to make sure it has the most discoverability and success if people think it's a good video, because obviously you still need to be uploading quality content that people are still going to watch and want to click on, and you still need a great thumbnail. But providing all those factors are positive and done well, this will increase the chances of it being found and watched a lot more. So over here it says include partial matches of your target keywords. So we would add tags here of a partial tag of our title. So we type in TubeBuddy Tutorial 2021, TubeBuddy Tutorial, TubeBuddy 2021, stuff like that. And you can see that those are all individually partial matches of our title in the description. And also TubeBuddy will suggest a few different tags too. So we could add this one, which I personally don't think is a very good tag, but it's a pretty nice suggestion over here. Now obviously the more keywords in your title and the longer it is, the more keywords it will suggest for you to add to. So this is pretty cool. So we could type in tutorial 2021, TubeBuddy tutorial, TubeBuddy 2021, tutorial, things like this, okay? And just type in different partial matches until the video is as good as it can be. Now it's on 99% score right now. Okay, it's recognized me including partial matches, and now it says include more relevant tags. So obviously you could go through and add more tags. So you could type in like TubeBuddy Guide, TubeBuddy Guide 2021, how to use TubeBuddy 2021, TubeBuddy SEO tutorial, how to get TubeBuddy for free. Just things like this. Just include things which are a little bit more relevant to the video's topic and description, and try and beef out the tags a little bit, but don't put spam tags in or things which are irrelevant because it won't help. Now this is the best I can do. You could obviously add tags up to 500 characters and then this would probably pass as 100%, but 99% is pretty okay just for this test. So the next section when we click next is the thumbnail part. Now this is the only reason I would probably actually use SEO Studio particularly, is because it gives you comparisons to other people who have uploaded. So other people who are ranking for this keyword or other people who are making similar guides to me in this subtopic, it shows me their particular video and their thumbnails, and it shows the best videos which are ranked basically when we do this search for our specific term we've used. So how is my video going to rank alongside theirs? Now I haven't made the video thumbnail for this video just yet. This is something I'm going to do later before I upload this, but I'm just going to get a random thumbnail just to test to show you how this works. So I'm just going to get a random thumbnail from one of my other videos. So let's just go ahead and find a random video thumbnail. So I'm just going to get a thumbnail of me next to a mountain, okay? This was on one of my older kind of vlog style videos I uploaded a few months ago on this channel. Just a random thumbnail which I have on hand on my hard drive. Obviously you'd use something more relevant to the video's topic, but for the sake of just showing you the purpose and how this works, I'm just going to use this basic image. So as you can see now, this is kind of a preview of how my image will look alongside the other uploads. So with the title we put just now in the first step and the description in the first step, that will display in the YouTube search. And now we've put a thumbnail in, so this is how the whole video would look when people search for it and it appears, which is a really nice visual representation of how your video will look to people's eyes when they're looking for videos like this. So we can compare my video now to other people's. You can see, for an example, my video is not very relevant because I have a picture of me next to a mountain, which has no relevance to TubeBuddy at all. So make sure when you put a thumbnail in, it actually makes sense. But there's a lot more going on in other people's thumbnails. For example, this guy is showing lots of different analytics and things from his YouTube Creator Studio, which grabs your eye. So this is a little bit more attractive than my thumbnail. You can see this guy has big block text to attract people to click on it. So that would make me think about improving my thumbnail and remaking my thumbnail so it appears better alongside other people's. So it's really nice for comparison against competitive videos, which everyone's going to have to do eventually. Even if you do like these other channels, I personally think these other channels are great. I've not watched most of them, but you do have to kind of play the game and compete a little bit. So this is a good comparison tool to do that. The step 4 is to apply it to a video. So if you have a video already uploaded, once you've gone through the SEO Studio, you can apply this to an upload and then basically apply everything you've done to a current video. And that's how you would do the SEO Studio on TubeBuddy, which is a really great feature. Now, there's a few other tools. So we have Video Topic Planner, okay? So we could add a topic. For example, I've added my productivity desk setup, which was one of my past few videos. We could add a new topic and just type in TubeBuddy Tutorial 2021, for an example. And you can make notes like talk about TubeBuddy's features, discuss how to get the plugin, things like this, for an example, and put it into a bullet point list, and then press save. And we can go back to this later and have a look at the notes for our video topic. And this is actually a great way to store different video ideas for the future. I don't use this because all my video ideas are on a text file on my hard drive, but if you don't have any kind of storage or you don't want to store things on your hard drive, you could store all your video ideas you think of in here. And it also has a quick link to the Keyword Explorer to use to find more ideas. So it's a really nice system just for making notes and saving little ideas that come to your head for later. Then there's tag lists. So you don't have any tag lists, enter a tag list name and click the add button. So let's just type in TubeBuddy Tutorial and press add. And as you can see, this list is empty. So if I press add, please enter a tag to add to your list. I could type in something here, type in TubeBuddy, press add, TubeBuddy Tutorial, TubeBuddy Tutorial 2021, and this is just basically to quickly make tag lists which you can reference later. So you can use these on certain videos. You can select them with a tick mark and press copy, or tick them and then press insert into current video if you're doing this while you upload. So this is also a really nice feature to make quick lists of tags for a certain topic for later. The best time to publish is something which is built into YouTube's dashboard. It shows when your viewers are online on YouTube, but TubeBuddy basically adds this into the dashboard itself. So I don't personally have enough viewer data to show this report on my current channel we're actually looking at, but on my main channel, it tells me, since I've got a lot more subscribers, it tells me which of my 60k subscribers are online each time of the day. And for me, that's anywhere from around 12 PM to around 3 PM. So that's the best time to publish for me. But if you have a lot of subscribers and viewer data over a course of a few months, it will gather that data and tell you what's the best time to post based on your current engagement over a certain period of time. So this will display here when you actually look at that. So this is a really great tool you should definitely use, because it's helped me on my other channel figure out when my schedule should be, which is something I didn't even think of before, and I actually do think it's helping with engagement as well. So let's go into the YouTube channel dashboard. So there's nothing too interesting to see here because, like I said, this channel is entirely fresh and there's no monetization, so you can't see any money statistics or ads on here, so there's no reason to really blank anything out. But if we click on upload video, the last proportion of this tutorial and guide is to show some of the features inside the video uploader on YouTube when you use TubeBuddy. So I'm just going to upload a random video. I'll upload my productivity desk setup tour again, which I've already uploaded, just to show you the basics. And I have upload defaults in here, which I've already configured through YouTube, which is not part of TubeBuddy. I have my TubeBuddy link here, so if you want to go down and use TubeBuddy, you can view this in my description down below. And let's jump into things, okay? So TubeBuddy has a little button, TubeBuddy Tools here, okay? So if you saved a configuration in SEO Studio earlier, you can actually click that configuration and then apply that to your current video, okay? Now, before you apply this, you do actually need to make sure you click the category for the audience first, because otherwise it's not going to let you apply it. But then once you've done that, you can apply. So we can click on TubeBuddy Tutorial. And now what it will do is it'll apply all those tags we saved. It'll give us the title we configured earlier, and it'll change the description to what we had before and the thumbnail too. So it's a really quick way to apply all the SEO data we gathered and configured earlier really quickly as soon as we upload. Now, what if we want to change that? What we could do is we can now scroll down, and this is how I usually do things. I just do everything inside the uploader. I'll scroll down and it'll have tag tools here and it'll recommend me tags, okay? So if you've applied something from the SEO Studio, then it'll pick your target keyword for you. But if you haven't, it's not going to do that. But basically, we can sort by relevance or keyword score. In this case, we've used the target keyword. We can press X on that and we can remove that, which will make it less specific. But if we haven't used SEO Studio like we have this time, this won't be an option anyway. So it'll show us relevant keywords and it'll show us keywords sorted by keyword score. So we can click one of these radio buttons dependent what's more optimal to us, and it'll allow us to add more tags to our description really quickly, which is the best feature of TubeBuddy, which I always use. This is the main reason why I subscribe to the plugin, just to give me extra keyword suggestions. So that's how you can add keywords. It's as simple as finding the keywords which are best for you. We could sort them by keyword score. How to use TubeBuddy on Android. If we want to do that, just press the plus and all these tags which are suggested will basically pop into our tag list, and then we can just see the character count and make sure we don't go over it. And we can just go through and just keep adding all these different tags to the video. So that's a really nice feature. That's what I mainly use TubeBuddy for. And that is the basics of how to use TubeBuddy on YouTube to get more views and improve your SEO and optimize the videos of yours on your channel the best that you can do. If this video was helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and click the link in the description below if you want to get TubeBuddy directly using my link. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.